Hello, everyone.
What's going on? Long time no see.
Right.
It's been like a week or two.
Yeah. We'll do better. Just
There's
know.
been a lot going on.
Yes, a lot.
Alright, I'm eating. I didn't really eat too much today.
Yeah.
So.
You probably see in the title what we're going to be talking about. A lot of you know these YouTubers or have seen maybe some of their videos, but we're going to be talking about Ken and De'Ara and their alleged affair. And with that, we are also going to tell our story about some situations that happened in our relationship, because like we said before on this channel, we want to be as real as possible. I know a lot of YouTubers or a lot of couple YouTubers, they get the bad rap as like they're making up stuff, they're phony, they're acting, they do it for clout. This is not what we want our channel to be like.
No, sir.
So we want to make sure we are as open, transparent, honest as possible.
And honestly, I am very tired right now.
Very tired.
We're going to take us back to grade school. We're going to do the who, what, when, where, and hopefully we get a why.
Okay.
So
who?
Start off with the who.
It's Ken and De'Ara.
Who are they?
They are influencers or YouTubers. They have a bunch of followers. They have about 2 channels.
And they're in a relationship.
Yes, they are in a relationship. They've been together for some years, like maybe over 6 years.
Damn!
Shut up. So what happened? So Ken was caught allegedly cheating on De'Ara with a mistress woman. So who has been answered? What has been answered?
When?
It was like the 12th. So this was
did the video come out on the 12th or did it happen on the 12th?
So I think it happened on the 12th, and the video came out on the 12th.
Dang,
people be on it.
It was Thursday.
And people be on it. So yeah, so it was very like same day because somebody did it on recorded on their Snapchat, and they had the date down there. So.
Okay. Where?
So outside of a nightclub. I think they live in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So yeah, somewhere in Atlanta outside a nightclub.
We don't know why. I'm sure she wants to know why.
Yeah, we don't know why. We don't want to really harp on their situation because everybody's human. We don't want to bash anybody. But we want to shed some light on our story and what has happened in our relationship. So we're just kind of using them as a kickstart.
To also, and I think our story will kind of help, not only, maybe it might help them, but, other people who watch or whatnot.
I agree. So, cheating. How do we define cheating?
What is cheating? What is cheating?
Some people think cheating is like you don't talk to nobody else. You don't look at nobody else.
That's cheating?
Yeah. Some people think that.
You mean like if you talk to somebody?
Yeah, like text.
Okay, so let's do this first.
Okay.
To actually cheat, you actually have to be in a relationship, I think.
Okay.
In an established relationship, not like we talking.
Right.
Is flirting cheating?
It's something that you're not supposed to be doing.
Okay. Let's say cheating okay, y'all gonna soon learn if you don't already know. My analogies be like mad random. Mad random. So if cheating was a full pizza, cheating was a full pizza.
Is it Supreme?
Sure.
Okay.
Then commenting under somebody's post and doing all that other stuff, I think that's like a hot pocket. It's not a full pizza.
Okay.
But that's a hot pocket. But then and then all that flirting and stuff, that's like pizza rolls and stuff like that. It's not a full pizza.
Okay.
Now, once you start, delivering that DiGiorno's, and that's cheating.
I kind of just want to describe what Ken actually was caught doing. He was caught hugging another woman and rubbing her butt. No kissing. We don't know if there was any communication before or after. But what we do know is that video of him kind of hugging her. Based off of what I told you, do you feel like that's cheating?
I think it's just hurtful. You know what I mean?
Their PR person has probably wrote something up like, this is what we're going to put out to the public.
That wasn't me.
Yeah, absolutely not flirting.
I did not have sexual relations with
sexual relations with that woman.
That was clearly flirting.
Yeah, it was flirting.
For both of them to say not flirting, I mean, what is considered flirting?
That's more a little bit on the extreme, not the extreme side of flirting, but more accelerated side of flirting because it got the touching in it.
Which makes me
we don't know what they're saying.
Yeah.
So
that's very true. However, just based off of the video, to me, if there was absolutely no flirting and he felt comfortable and she felt comfortable to rub on his chest, he felt comfortable to rub on her butt, like, there would have had to been some flirting. There would have had to been some communication. Because why did y'all feel so comfortable doing that?
Yeah, we like, yeah. So, what's your Instagram account name?
I know you. I know you. I've seen you around.
Oh, I had beef stroganoff today. What did you have?
Do you think that's cheating or?
That's I don't think it's cheating.
It's like a hot pocket.
It's a hot pocket.
Okay.
It's a hot pocket.
Breakup worthy.
Is it a breakable offense?
Yeah.
That's breakup worthy? Oh,
you're asking me.
Yeah.
With their history, no. Wait. He has done this in the past though. So this is not his first offense. So yeah, this is his second time. So I think I don't know how many times, and they're only engaged, they're not married. So I'm just like, at the second time and you felt comfortable doing this, like, I don't know if I could stick around. But it is 6 years. Like,
yo, that's another thing, man. Like when you that long in the game too, it'd be like, I'm about to use a game reference. It's like you playing a one-player game, and then you get so far into the freaking game, you about to beat it, engaged. You about to beat it, and then like something happened.
Yeah.
So, do you want to start over? Like, you gotta start all the way over if you find somebody else with the whole "what's your favorite color" and all that other stuff. You gotta start all the way over after you almost beat the game. You gotta start all the way over.
Yeah.
You gotta think about that sometimes. I'm not saying like you should stay in a terrible situation, but still.
Right. That's something to think about, right? I agree with that. And then also, I think we hold our significant other at such a high standard. Like, we are quick to forgive other people, but we're not quick to forgive our significant other because we're like, I'm worth more than that. And he don't know, and he done hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But your significant other is human too. Even though, like, yeah, that hurt. That's disrespectful. Like, any woman would be like, I'm worth more. But if a guy is genuinely willing to change or work toward being better, I don't know, you have to kind of look at that too.
He said, trust is lost in them buckets,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's gained back in droplets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's so real. So basically, in me and Chris's relationship, we have cheated on each other. We have cheated on each other.
We have cheated on each other.
Shocking. A lot of people don't know.
You know why?
Yeah, very true. It wasn't something that we wanted to just tell everybody, or, people grow their opinions, and I never wanted him to be looked at in a bad light.
Same.
And he never wanted me to be looked at in a bad light. But I'll start off with my story. In the early part of our relationship, I was a person, and I still deal with this, but I was a very revengeful person, spiteful. If you hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you type person. So Chris, we really didn't know about each other's backgrounds all that well. Of course, in the early stages, but we were dating, and Chris has a lot of females. Not a lot of females.
I typed a text to a girl I used to see.
A lot of female friends. And I was the type of person, I built this schema where I'm like, no, girlfriends is a no-go. Just based off of past relationships, I ended up getting cheated on with one of his best friends, his girl best friends. And it wasn't going to be me again. And so I walked into this relationship with that mentality, which, wrong. Like, I needed to deal with that before I came to the relationship, but I didn't. So, he had a friend who was in need, and he allowed her to stay with him. And you're thinking, any woman out there is thinking, oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
And that was my thoughts. That was precisely what I felt. Oh, hell no. This is a close friend of his who was there before me, who has done the same for him. They have been a genuine friendship. And if you ask any of their other friends about them, everybody knows, no, they are just strictly friends. In my mind, I could not accept that. Only because I hadn't met her. That was one thing that was kind of like weighing on me. I hadn't got to introduce myself. I hadn't met her. I hadn't even talked to her. I'm just like, everybody's telling me, oh, she's a good person, but I ain't met her, so I don't trust her. Out of anger, I just felt like he wasn't really listening to my feelings on how I felt about things, about their friendship. And he honestly felt like I was going to ask him to not be friends with her altogether, which I'm not that type of person, but I did want my feelings acknowledged, or for us to come up with a compromise of like, hey, you can meet her and then see whatever. Like, we work it out that way, but it didn't happen that way. So out of my anger, out of my spite, I hit up an ex. But I was upset and trying to hurt him. I broke it off for the day or whatever, or however long we broke up. But that was just to give an excuse, I guess. If I got caught, oh, well, we weren't together. This happened when we weren't, when we weren't in a relationship, which it's wrong. We were still talking. We were still trying to work it out, but I invited my ex over, and it wasn't a flirting, rub the booty, kin type cheating. It was a full-blown cheat. I carried that secret, or tried to carry that secret, and tried to move past it and just kind of shuffle over it, try to work on me, because I knew this was an issue of mine. But I tried to ignore it.
I was doing a lot of shows a lot of shows and doing a lot of album recording and music, because y'all know I do music. So, of course, I always talk to girls all the time when they say they want to do some work or they want to record something. Now, I done had people in and out. First, I got to know you first before you come in and out of my crib. Now, me, I was always kind of iffy. No offense, but I was always kind of iffy working with girls because I always felt like they thought I was trying to get at them. Mm-hmm. So if they thought I was trying to get at them, they won't be proactive when it comes to working. They'll be really standoffish. They won't be comfortable. So it'll be like a whole waste of time for me. Mm-hmm. So, but for people to come in my house, I kind of got to chop it up with you a little bit and get to know you. So it was a girl I was chopping it up with, just getting to know her. And we got to know each other pretty good. But we were also trying to work on music. So I got to know her well enough so she can come in and record. And she'd been in the house before, recorded before. But just this particular time, it was a full-blown cheat. And that ended up happening.
Well, kind of explain, like, why it happened or yeah, why? Because, like, my reason why is because of my, like, issues with, like, being revengeful and stuff like that. What do you feel that your reason why?
I think I was looking for, or I didn't even know I was looking for, someone to, like, aggressively pursue me. Mm-hmm. And that's what ended up happening. And a lot of guys, which I don't think a lot of girls know that, but guys like to be pursued just like girls do.
Yeah, like shoot your shot, like that's a thing.
And I don't think that happens with a lot of guys where girls are just like mad aggressive with them. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I think a lot of guys are the aggressors. Mm-hmm. So for that to happen was just like a stalemate moment. Mm-hmm. So that turned into a full-blown cheat.
We were at a point where we were like, okay, what do we do? Where do we go from here? Mm-hmm. I felt that, again, like, I don't want to move forward. I felt like I didn't feel like I was going to be able to heal from it, I guess. Or I didn't feel like, one, I didn't feel like I was going to be able to heal from it. And then secondly, I was like, I don't know if have the strength to work on myself, because I was so much worse than what I thought. And I was like, if we go forward with this, like, I'm really going to have to make some changes. I'm really going to have to work on myself. I'm not going to be the Taylor that everybody thinks I am. And that was like, I was willing to just quit.
So at that point, I'm just trying to get all the droplets of trust back. It was like, yo, where do we go? I could easily just say, yo, you giving me all this hell and stuff, but you did this and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And that was like the easiest way to go out. I had to read the love scripture. What's the Corinthians 13, 14? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I read that literally every day just so I can learn how to love the way God wants me to love. Mm-hmm. So that was me saying it out loud. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love do not keep records of wrongdoings. Mm-hmm. And I was like, so when I found out we sitting there, and I'm like, this is my time to practice that scripture.
Oh, I know he's standing up. He's pretty sleepy. He got a late nap.
Yeah. I take pause real quick. Because a lot of times in relationships, you say, yo, my partner is not giving me this. He's not giving me my my love languages. Or I don't feel like doing anything for them. They not doing this for me. I'm not getting this from them. I need to get this from somewhere. Me reading the word, I was filling my spirit up. And you know when they say you pour into your partner, you can't pour into your partner if you don't got nothing in your cup. I know my cup was full enough for me to fill and pour into her when she was feeling at that lowest state. You get what you need from the word, I get what I need from the word, so we both full. So when we start to pour into each other, that's when you get that overflow sense.
Yeah.
And that's why I had to use my cup, my whole cup. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people want to know, like, why did you stay? Like, why did you end up staying after that happened? Well, for me, I knew Chris well enough to know that he's not a person who would try to hurt me. I know that Chris loved me. And then also, I had been in my prayers, or praying to God, asking for a husband. That was like one of my prayers. And it's been one of my prayers for a long time. And I wrote down like a list of things that I wanted in a husband. And I'm talking about everything on my list that was him. And I didn't see it all at first. Like we had to gradually like get into like our relationship for me to say, oh, he does have that. I'm checking that off my list. Or some of the things on my list were built when we were in a relationship. So I'm sitting here praying to God. God sends me that person. And then this happens. In the past relationships, I'd be like, oh no, this is a sign. God said, it ain't gonna work. He ain't the one. And really it's like, God never said it was gonna be perfect. Like he might check off all the boxes on your list, but that doesn't mean he's not gonna mess up. Also with marriage, I think I had this fairy tale thought like, oh no, he's gonna walk into my life.
You remember on Cinderella when when the fairy godmother came and was like da-da to Brandy and she just had this swirl of sparkle around her? That's what she thought marriage was. As soon as she said, I do, it was a swirl of sparkle. And
listen,
boom.
I'm a big Disney fan. Like that, those are some of my favorite movies. And I honestly thought like I fell victim to the fairy tale,
just like
marriage.
A lot of women.
Oh yeah, just like a lot of women, and a lot of people looking at like just to tie in Ken and De'Ara, like they're looking at their relationship and saying, "Oh, this is a healthy relationship. This is a good relationship." Just because he cheated does not mean they don't have a good relationship. It means shit happens. I mean, in everybody's relationship, it happens. It might not happen as severe as others, but those things happen. And that's just what it is. And that was a pill I had to swallow. Like, okay.
I mean, but at the same time, she didn't have to.
Right.
I mean, all that stuff is a choice.
Very true. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. I chose to, on that day, even when it didn't feel like love at that moment. Love is an action word. So love is what you do and what you choose to do. I